And we'll talk about what is going on in that state in just a moment. We're joined now by attorney Sam Adam Jr. and communications director for the Illinois Opportunity Project, Kathleen Murphy. Thanks for coming in, you two, again, to analyze the results here. We want to start with the GOP race. We've got Donald Trump with big wins, huge wins, as I should say. That's what he would say. But losing in Ohio, he's got a substantial delegate lead over his closest Republican challenger, Ted Cruz. So how do you see this panning out? Can Cruz and Kasich catch up before the convention in July? We'll start with you, Kathleen.
Donald Trump doubled his lead last night. It was a huge night, like you said. I don't think Kasich winning in Ohio. I mean, it's nice to win in your home state, but he has won one state out of 29. Mathematically, he can't do it. Ted Cruz has multiple wins over Donald Trump, but the establishment hates him. I mean, right now, the GOP establishment needs to decide what they are going to do. Are you going to come in for the guy that you hate, but has proven that he can win and beat Donald Trump, or are you going to go with the guy that you like and feel like you can work with, but hasn't been able to win anywhere but his home state, and governors always win in their home states. They need to make up their minds what they're going to do, and they need to do it right now.
I'm going to throw another question at you, Sam. With the winners that we saw last night, we have Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, presumably, as well. What does that say about what Americans want as their next president?
And that's a very good question. We are in a time that I have not seen in my entire lifetime, which is so polarizing, so opposite. You have those on the left that really seem to want change, but for government to come in. You have those on the right who really now have moved even more conservative to the idea that government is not going to be a part of our lives. We're going to get rid of it as much as we can, and if that means that we're going to call people names, we're going to keep people out of the country, so be it. That's where we're at in this country. It's going to be a very interesting race come November, if it is indeed Clinton versus Trump, because you're going to see two polar opposites come head to head, and with Donald's money and the Clinton name, it's going to be one heck of a fight.
And let's talk about an interesting contest, because we have the Republicans declaring Donald Trump the winner in Missouri, still no declared winner for the Democrats, basically a margin on both sides of 0.2% between the first and second place winners. So it's really interesting in that state. Let's talk, though, very quickly about the Democrats as well and the delegate count, because we did with the Republicans. Kathleen, do you think there's any way that Bernie Sanders can catch up to Hillary Clinton?
You know, he's given her a run for her money, which I like. I mean, who would have thought a 74-year-old socialist would challenge Hillary Clinton? I think that is the nature of the race. It's the enthusiasm gap, right? People are looking for something that is from outside of Washington, and we see it on both sides of the aisle. So that has been a major factor in this race. So I wouldn't count him out yet. I think he can do it. I don't think he can overcome Hillary, but I think he could give her a very strong run for his money.
He's never going to be able to overcome Hillary at this stage, but what he can do is change the message. He can say, listen, this is what America seems to want, at least on the left, and if you I'll stay in this race, I'm going to keep my message going, and you need to start coming more toward where we are. You have to understand, once you get in that general election, these people want to hear more of what Bernie Sanders has to offer out of Hillary, and if he can start changing that message, I think we're going to have one heck of a Democratic side.
Yeah, that could be a win for him, even if he isn't the nominee, right? All right, we're going to talk about the Cook County State's Attorney with you two coming up in the next half hour. Another interesting race here. Still ahead here on Good Day Chicago. We're going to take you live to Washington, D.C.